We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting. So this defense, we're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense reading the tight end's formation. He was lined up inside. They had an answer for
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense looks like they're coming. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a 1st down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back.
Off he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Bearcats in the hurry up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down. And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
To put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because...
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Proctor. At the 45 on its way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wideout in motion.
I know that ain't who I think it is out there.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Illinois! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He stole 14's catch.
Comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloom making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. He's going for it all.
Oh, my God, he got beat.
On the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bearcats.
He slowed down.
With that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good.
He did
really
slow
nice
down.
Pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
What a judgment call, man. You didn't have that one.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Merritt. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Wrong hand, son. Wrong hand.
Chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Touchdown Illini! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's going to run it, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Back to the air one more time. It's caught just outside the red zone. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. And this team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, I might have to start jumping in the 3rd quarter, depending on how the score is looking. That was too close. Hey. Freshman, another freshman. He's from across the Missouri River in St. Peter's. He had a big game. Two sacks given up. The captain, the star. That dude he a freshman. And he redshirted a year. He's already at 89 overall. Crazy. Only one sack. Stay tuned, stay smart, and stay safe. Remix.